What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to be talking about Norwegian Cruise Line. Exactly what are my thoughts on this. I'm currently holding this stock and making a nice swing trade play for the upside. Especially this week in the beginning of Monday, basically the market started rallying up, especially in the past weekend. So we saw a big move to the upside, and I'm going to be showing you guys my specific play for Norwegian Cruise Line, what price point I'm thinking of selling in, if I'm going to be doing a swing trade or a long-term play for this stock. I'm also going to be showing you guys the profit margin I made on this stock, as well as my long-term portfolio. So all I ask if you just take 5 seconds of your time, hit that like button below and subscribe if you haven't yet. We're actually trying to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you could subscribe, that would mean a lot to us. So I'm going to go on the laptop now to show you guys exactly my thoughts on Norwegian Cruise Line. My computers currently aren't working because of the graphics card, so I'm going to be showing you guys everything basically on the laptop. I actually did a play on Norwegian Cruise Line. I bought a bit at the high point. Average cost was $11.91. I was averaging down. I was hoping, I guess on Monday we would see maybe a downfall. I wasn't too worried about this price point, this average cost price. Ready to average down if it went down on Monday, and if it went up, it's cool with me. I have enough equity in this stock company to let it ride long term for a nice swing play. So currently, as of today, I'm currently up $6,500 on this play. A pretty nice swing trade. I kind of think I bought a bit too much equity on this stock, but I do think, you know, there was very good potential for the upside for the stock. So if you see here, I'm going to show you guys my profit for the week. As if you guys can see, you know, it's been pretty good for the most part. At one point, I was up $17,000 on Monday, but you know, it faded down, and I'm planning on holding it. The SPY hit so hard on the upside. I do think, you know, we're gonna hit 300 on the SPY at least, and then probably start grinding up slowly. And you can see how much of a run it went up, especially in pre-market here. This is Monday's mark here, and it ran up so high. You would pretty much expect a bearish move from running up so high in pre-market, especially when you see the SPY do the same thing. If it's running up so high in pre-market, it tends to fade right at the opening. Yesterday, you know, even off the gates, it's still uptrended pretty hard in the market. You know, Feds are pumping in money, market makers are still in the market making moves, and you know, we just saw a big uptrend in the market from that. So it was a crazy day. You can see from the top all the way, from the bottom all the way to the top, we saw a 23% move. That's basically from Friday to Monday. You know, 23% move is extremely high. You expect, you know, when you see something go high this fast, you expect, you know, a pullback at least in the market, and that's what we saw. We saw a big pullback here during at the end of the afternoon, and then in the morning we saw a pullback, and now we're grinding up slowly. I do think Norwegian Cruise Line is going to be a good play to hold for, you know, the end of this month. I do think it's going to grind up slowly. Any pullback, if you're trying to get Norwegian Cruise Line, if you're trying to get into this position, I will wait for a pullback and the right entry. Like this morning was a good entry, and you tend to see for Norwegian Cruise Line that it always tends to bounce close to the solid numbers, right? So you can see here that around this $12 mark, you know, you tend to see a lot of support at this level. A lot of people, beginner traders, tend to buy here. You start seeing a support, and then here you can see it bounce off the support. If we look here at the pre-market, there was some support there. It kind of bounced off that, and it grinded up slowly after that. I do use these moving averages to help me out, indicate what the direction of the market. And so to the most part, I think we're going to be bullish for Norwegian Cruise Line. I'm currently swing trading this play to the upside. I might hold on some positions for a long-term trade, or I might just sell my positions, wait for a strong pullback in the market, and then re-enter my positions long term. So let's look at the S&P 500 and the market so you guys can see and get an understanding of it. You see how much we grinded up this weekend. It's pretty crazy to see. So we're gonna go here, right? And this is such a strong upside move to see. You go here, right? You can see how it's just pretty much green. You can see here, you know, we have green, red, red, green. You know, this is pretty much to see. This is crazy to see a big downfall like this. I guess a lot of people are scared. We've been bouncing off this basically 200 moving average, bouncing off. We broke it. I did say in my past 2 videos we were going to bounce off this level, maybe be bullish from that level, from a strong pullback. We were bound for a pullback because of the market uptrending so hard lately. It's just normal to see a pullback or even a downtrend. It could have been a downtrend in the market or a pullback. I was prepared at least for a pullback. Pulled back exactly to this level. Now we're starting to see an uptrend in the market. You know, I prepared myself for both situations. I was ready to average down if we started seeing a decline in the market to hold long-term positions, and I was secure with the positions I had and happy with the amount of size I had to take advantage of the opportunity if we keep grinding up to the upside. So as for the S&P 500, we are bullish. You know, I do expect us, you know, to start seeing an upside in the market. We might hit this 300 level pretty soon. We're seeing a bit of, you know, resistance here at this level, 296. You can start seeing here that you kind of see that, you know, you start seeing that we're building up some resistance here, but I do think we're going to break past that resistance and we're going to grind up slowly in the market. So if you want to buy Norwegian Cruise Line, I would suggest, you know, don't get FOMO. Wait for a strong pullback in the market. Wait for there to be volatility in the market. Let's go back here to Norwegian Cruise Line so I can show you guys. So if you're waiting to get into Norwegian Cruise Line, wait for a pullback. That's what I would suggest for you guys to do. This morning was a great pullback to get into around this $12 mark. And I do think we're going to grind up slowly for Norwegian Cruise Line. Hopefully, maybe we can see an upside in the market. We could probably break. It would be awesome to see us break, you know, around this $18 average that we keep bouncing off. Kind of did a double top here. There's a lot of resistance here. You guys can see it hit this $18 mark. It broke down. Went up, hit this $18 mark, and it broke down. This is basically a double top, and this is, you know, this is resistance. Hopefully we see start grinding up slowly and maybe break this $18 mark and then start grinding up slowly, get a little pullback, grinding up slowly within the next 2 years. Of course, you know, you don't always see the market go like this, guys. I want you guys to get an understanding. You never see the market do this, right? If you're gonna enter into a right price point, make sure you enter on a pullback. So I'll give you guys a great example. So let's say we start grinding up, right? We grind up here, we get a pullback here, you know, we get grind up here. This is a good uptrend here in the market, right? And then pre-market, it's like always like sideways, and then, you know, bounce, a lot of volatility in the morning, you know, back up, and then start grinding up slowly. This is what you usually see in the market, right? You will never see this. It's very rare that you see that. Very rare, unless it's like really, really good news. Maybe there's a vaccine that already came out. They're mass producing vaccines and all that stuff. Then you'll start seeing something like this. And when you see something like this, it's usually too late to get in. And you're pretty much chasing, you're pretty much getting FOMO, and you're not getting the right position that you initially wanted to get. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind to wait for a pullback in the market when entering a position, especially if you want to do a swing trade position. Wait for the right position, wait for a pullback, a good entry on a support level, right? Let's say if you wanted to, if we're uptrending, right? And then now we bounce off this as a support level. You can see like here, and then let's pretend like this is like real life, right? We're uptrending in the market, uptrending, and then we bounce here off the support, previously resistance, and now we're uptrending again in the market. You can do that. That's a pullback. That's a good entry to get into. Or, you know, you can wait, maybe hopefully, you know, maybe we can start downtrending in the market, and you know, we start seeing a big sell-off in the market, and then you can start entering in lower. I was hoping actually we would see probably the $8 and $7 mark for Norwegian Cruise Line. I was expecting to load up positions here and here for the long term. So hopefully this video helps you out, guys, if you're looking to buy Norwegian Cruise Line. I personally think we're going to see some grinding up in the upside of the market. I think we're going to see Norwegian Cruise Line hit around the $16 mark. We might see a double top, hit that resistance level again at $18, maybe break through that. We start seeing it grind up slowly in the market. It all depends on how the market is playing out, how the SPY is looking. I do personally think that we're going to break this 300 mark very soon. I think we might see this S&P 500 hit the 300 mark by the end of this week, and I do think we're going to start grinding up slowly in the market. All I ask, if you just hit that like button below, subscribe if you haven't yet. We're trying to hit 10K by the end of this year. We're probably around that 2.5K at the moment, so we're trying to hit our goal of 10K. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys on the next video.